If all non-human animals were subject to the same criminal laws that govern humans, which animals would be the biggest criminal record and which would have the smallest? Honestly, this probably was a thing toysans of years ago, and Australia was the prison. Would birds get in trouble for flying without an aviation license? Rats. Theft, vandalism, destruction of property, spreading multiple illness, murder and trespassing. Dolphins. Beating up octopi for fun. Getting high on pufferfish. And *ping anything that moves. Dolphins are scary. Well, according to this list, mosquitoes kill more humans per year than even humans manage. https://wiki.org/list_of_deadliest_animals_to_humans. Bears raiding beehives for larvae would be guilty of mass child murder. I guess dolphins and orcas would have the highest and is for lowest. Koalas. Because they are so brain-dead and barely functioning creatures that they can injure only themselves. All of them would be guilty to a public nudity charge. Squirrels are degenerates. Deer generally non-problematic, usually victims. Mosquitoes are bio-warfare terrorists. Smallest record would probably be a capybara, they super chill. Monkeys will be in jail constantly for exhibiting lewd acts in public, for sucking themselves off. Yes, monkeys can actually do that. The lucky bastards. Whales and genocide every time they open their mouth. Cows would have a worse criminal record than sharks. Those canine public urination offenses would stack up quick. Mosquitoes are a crime against humanity themselves. Smallest would be sloths because they're lazy. Cunts that just lie in their houses. Chimps would be pretty high up there. Maybe emus? I remember hearing something about an emu war, but every emu I've met has been a friendly fella. Well, dragons would probably be shot on sight. Cockroaches for theft, criminal damage, poison, trespassing, and mostly, not having anyone in the world to defend them. They would all be guilty of public nudity. Smallest record a mayfly, just by how long their life is. So all female mosquitoes would be in prison for murder, thus solving malaria. Sea otters rape everything. Ferrets steal everything, but no jury would convict. Dolphins would be the biggest criminals. Crows a close second. Least criminal would be a sponge. Whales with one big bite murder hundreds of plankton. Praying mantis, spousal homicide. Murdering thug crows for pulling other species' baby birds out of nests would have biggest record. Sloth the smallest. Angular fish, deviant sexual behavior. Definitely crows. They're always getting caught in murders. None. Humans will always be the biggest criminals. Elephants smallest may be trespassing and big cats would be in prison a lot for violent crimes. If there are no change to the laws besides being enforceable against animals, cats are mostly going to be guilty of animal cruelty laws. Mosquitoes will be guilty of assault. If non-human animals were legally treated the same as us, humans would be committing even more unforgivable war crimes daily. Mosquitoes as a group spread a lot of disease and kill a lot of people. Individually, IDK, pigeons would get a lot of defacing public property charges with all their poop. Wow. This is such a good question. Ticks. Highest, not sure who would have the lowest though. Still a great question. Cats. They are murderers. Mosquitoes would have the most by far. Mosquitoes are actually the most dangerous animals on the planet due to malaria. Minnows would have the least. I don't know about the criminal record, but all dogs and cats would he registered as sexual assault victims. The shit I see some owners to them is nauseating. Deer kill a lot of people, but usually by being hit by cars, so that may qualify as self-defense. Do mosquitoes count? If yes, mosquitoes equals cannibals. I guess this really depends on your definition of consent. Honey badgers, obviously. Nearly 20% of meerkats are murdered by other meerkats. Sloths probably commit the least amount of crime except vagrancy. I can't quite get over the male tapeworms raping other males and scaling shut with cement their reproductive tract. Pretty much every predator ever would serve life without parole for serial murder. Saltwater crocodiles might have the highest counts of murder. And maybe ladybugs would have the lowest. Sloths will just be vibing, I guess. Raccoons are massive thieves, so they'd be screwed. Ants. Daily genocide, abduction, slavery, cannibalism, and vampirism, theft, racism, essentially all laws of war, etc. Would chimpanzees and other apes be liable to war crime trials? Who would be prosecuted or held accountable for the Gombe Chimpanzee War? Praying mantis. Murder by biting the head off. Bears. Bears. Hippos would be in for murder. Jails would be full of those rapist dolphins. Mosquitoes, responsible for more murders than any other species in history. Probably cats murder, trespassing, property destruction, stealing food, body injuries. I'm not sure which would be biggest. Pandas would be smallest though. They hardly do anything beyond eating bamboo. Cats would be at the top of the list. Blue whales for wholesale murder of krill. Squid, child negligence. Mosquitoes would be found guilty several times over of murder. Cheetahs and lyrebirds. The number one criminals mosquitoes and the most non-criminal red pandas. Dogs for noise pollution, destruction of property, assault, molestation, littering, public urination, and of course, biting. Tax evasion. Crows would have long criminal records. Biggest raccoon, smallest sloth. Jellyfish would probably have the lowest since they could plead insanity or unfit to stand trial. Because they're like 99% water. Ants for destroying private property and trespassing. Honey badger for general mayhem. Well, pretty much every animal for not wearing any clothes. Squirrels for playing with their nuts in public. Humans would definitely lead the list by far. We kill everything within reach. Mosquitoes. They are real killers. Are we talking about crimes against their own species, or against all other animals including us? Humans. I'm not a vegan, but those industrial animal farms look a lot like concentration camps. Lions. Male lions murder the former male lion's cubs when they take over a pride. I think sloths would have the smallest. They sort of already are. Dogs are taken to the pound for being useless. Mosquitoes and ticks would be in violation of biological warfare laws for spreading disease and pathogens. Biggest, African apes, monkeys, gorillas smallest, English bulldogs. Yal birdwatchers know that hummingbirds would have the biggest assault charges going. Those little fuckers are aggressive, and if they were very much bigger, we'd honestly all be in trouble. Would sloths even have criminal records? I don't think they do anything at all. Mosquitoes for assault. Dogs for performing surprise analinguus on everyone they creep up on. Don't forget to share, like and subscribe for more content.